New York is getting ready for something special. The 2026 US Open is approaching, and while the singles draws are already generating huge excitement, one unexpected partnership has tennis fans talking everywhere: Alex Eala and Felix Auger-Aliassime. Two different players, two different countries, two different styles. But at this year's US Open, they will be standing on the same side of the net, and suddenly, mixed doubles has become one of the most intriguing stories of the tournament. Alex Eala has already become one of the biggest rising stars in women's tennis. The Filipino sensation has spent the last year turning heads, breaking records, and creating a passionate fan base that follows her every move. But now she has another opportunity, a chance to share the court with a player who has already experienced the pressure, intensity, and spotlight of the biggest stages in tennis. Felix Auger-Aliassime. The Canadian star is no stranger to New York. He has already reached the US Open singles semifinals twice, proving that the atmosphere of Flushing Meadows is something he understands extremely well. And although mixed doubles will be new territory for him at a Grand Slam, he has already shown that he can handle the format. In 2024, Auger-Aliassime teamed up with Gabriela Dabrowski for Canada at the Paris Olympics and won a bronze medal in mixed doubles. So when the opportunity came to team up with Eala in New York, it suddenly looked like a partnership that could be much more dangerous than people initially expected. But why Eala? That is the question fans are asking. The answer may be hiding in the way Eala plays. Alex is left-handed, aggressive, quick around the court, and capable of producing unexpected shots from difficult positions. Her serve can create awkward angles, while her forehand gives her the ability to attack opponents and control rallies. Those qualities can become extremely valuable in doubles, and Eala herself has already made it clear that she sees the partnership as a major learning opportunity. Speaking about the team, she said the partnership came together by chance, but she was extremely excited about the opportunity to play with Felix. She also explained that she believed there was a lot she could learn from partnering with him. That statement alone tells us something important. Eala isn't entering this event simply for the entertainment. She sees it as part of her development, and that could make the team even more dangerous. Think about what Felix brings. He has one of the biggest serves in the game. He can dominate from the baseline, attack the net, and create pressure with his athleticism. More importantly, he has experience dealing with huge crowds and enormous expectations. Now put that together with Eala's speed and left-handed game. Suddenly, opponents have a problem. Who do they target? If they attack Eala, Felix can potentially punish them with his power. If they avoid Eala, they may give the left-hander opportunities to attack. And if the rallies become chaotic, both players have the athletic ability to recover quickly. That is exactly what makes mixed doubles so fascinating. But there is another reason this partnership has captured attention: the personalities. Eala has developed an enormous following in the Philippines and among Filipino fans around the world. The US Open itself has become an important part of her story. In 2025, she became the first Filipino man or woman in the Open era to win a Grand Slam main draw match at the US Open. That achievement transformed the relationship between Eala and the US Open crowd. Now she is returning to New York with an even bigger profile. And this time, she isn't coming alone. She will also be competing in mixed doubles with Auger-Aliassime. The US Open has described their upcoming run as potentially electric, and it is easy to understand why. The tournament has assembled a star-studded mixed doubles field featuring names such as Novak Djokovic, Aryna Sabalenka, Iga Swiatek, Casper Ruud, Taylor Fritz, Elena Rybakina, Jessica Pegula, and Jack Draper. That means Eala and Felix won't simply be playing doubles. They will be part of one of the most talked-about events of the opening days of the US Open. And there is another fascinating connection between the two players. Both have ties to the Rafael Nadal Academy. Eala spent important developmental years training in Mallorca, while Auger-Aliassime also trained at the academy and worked with Tony Nadal as part of his coaching team between 2021 and 2024. So although this partnership may appear unexpected from the outside, there is actually a shared tennis background between them. They understand the same demanding environment. They understand what elite-level training requires. And they both know what it feels like to have enormous expectations placed on them. For Eala, this could be another major step forward. For Felix, it could be an opportunity to add another memorable chapter to his US Open story. And for fans, it could be pure entertainment. Imagine Arthur Ashe Stadium or Louis Armstrong Stadium packed with fans. Eala walking onto the court carrying the hopes of an entire nation. Felix arriving with the experience of a player who has already made deep runs in New York. Then the first serve. The crowd erupts. And suddenly, every point matters. The beauty of mixed doubles is that momentum can change instantly. One incredible return can completely change a game. One perfectly timed volley can turn a defensive position into a winner. And one huge serve can silence an entire stadium. That is why this partnership deserves attention. But there is one thing Eala has already made clear. She is not taking this opportunity for granted. She understands that playing alongside a player like Felix can teach her things that singles competition cannot: positioning, communication, net play, decision-making, and perhaps most importantly, how to think strategically when every point involves two opponents instead of one. Those lessons could eventually benefit her singles career as well. And that may be the biggest story of all. Alex Eala is not simply chasing headlines. She is building a career. She is learning from every opportunity. And now at the US Open, she gets to learn alongside Felix Auger-Aliassime. The partnership may have started unexpectedly, but the timing could not be better. Eala is coming off a breakthrough period that includes major wins, a rapid rise in the rankings, and her first WTA-level title in Washington, D.C. The US Open describes her as one of the players to watch in 2026. Felix, meanwhile, brings experience, power, and a proven ability to perform under the brightest lights. Put those ingredients together, and something special could happen. Maybe they win a few matches. Maybe they go all the way. Or maybe the partnership simply gives Eala another valuable experience on her journey toward the top. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: when Alex Eala and Felix Auger-Aliassime step onto the court in New York, tennis fans will be watching. Because this isn't just another mixed doubles team. It's a pairing between two of the sport's most recognizable and exciting young stars. And if their chemistry develops as quickly as their fan bases expect, the US Open may have just created one of its most entertaining teams of 2026. The countdown to New York has begun. And now everyone has the same question. Can Alex Eala and Felix Auger-Aliassime turn this unexpected partnership into a US Open run nobody saw coming? We are about to find out.